The armour is Italian. It's made at the end of the 16th century in around 1590, and it was made by a man who's known as the Master of the Castle, because on the front of the breastplate there's a symbol of a castle which we believe represented the castle in Milan where he was working. It was a tournament armour, which was a sport of jousting and fighting on foot, which is a way knights learnt how to fight. And in fact, the only place this wouldn't have been used was actually on the battlefield. And we're asking over $1 million for that. These are boys' toys. You know, men like arms and armour, and so do many women. But they're fun objects. They're very tactile. They're not just interesting to look at, but they also tell the history of a certain period. They tell you about the technology of the time prior to the Industrial Revolution and the skills of the craftsmen working at that period. Only a tiny fraction of all the arms and armour that was ever made, especially from the Middle Ages and before, has survived. And what has survived is the very best. And the reason why they have survived is because they were often owned by the wealthy ruling families of Europe at the time. All the best collections of arms and armour are really the national collections of various countries. And so very few of those items have come to the market. It's not possible to overemphasise how rare arms and armour is, especially armour. You know, there's so little available on the market today. Probably less than half a dozen good quality armours, if that. At the top level, they're very desired. It captures people's imagination. So while it's a very narrow field and there's very little of it that exists on the market, it's very, very popular and admired by the general public and by collectors.